Hey people, introduced 53, SDL Province, blue team. Clobby is a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. Got some Black Legion. Alongside is Cry's Lictor Alpha, if I had to guess, looking for a scout to flesh hook. Here we go. I believe if you flesh hook and then just hit them once or twice, they die. If you get close enough, there we go. Gotta hit them, Cry. There we go. Bang. Oh, it's one hit. And down they go. And look how much XP they got for that. Rounding off the blue team here is JLupus with a Farseer, support hero fighting in melee. Some powerful support and control, just threw guide up on those guardians so they can pew pew at the Space Marines. Red team, PKoji is a Daemonhunter, a melee spellcaster with strong support and control. Some sneaky Chaos Space Marines here infiltrated by Tzeentch. Doombolts looking for some Stormtroopers maybe. I want to see the Doombolts here. No Doombolts. Look at the damage that burst did from those triple Stormtroopers. Special attack misses. There's the Doombolts. Mainly dodged, and they get rid of the Sorcerer quite well there. Alongside a couple of Force Commanders. Orconero already getting stuck into a little swarm of Tyranids. And we have Val.Hero here. These guys fighting melee. Some strong support, disruption and offense. Tactical Marines in big trouble here. Banshees are going to wipe them, I think. Down they go. Force Commander needs to get out of here, or is going to wipe as well, because Banshees will mess up a low-level hero. Even a Force Commander. He's used his Battle Cry already. Double Guardians are helping out. He is picking through the Banshees slowly. Oh, only one model's missing here. Wow. Down he goes. A rough start for Val. In the mid, meanwhile, Lictor's running away. Termagants are hanging out capping. Both of them, that is. We've got Spore Mines trying to... And they killed one of the attacks. How often do you see that? Spore Mine takes down a Tactical Marine. Scout Squad have their shotguns. The west side, lots of dead heretics. What did I miss? Clobby lost one of their heretic squads. Fully over here. Doombolts. That was a much better hit. Half hit points gone. And they tried to dodge it basically immediately. See how hard Doombolts can be to dodge if you don't have cover around. Battle Cry there. Special attacks also buffs nearby units. Look how long the Banshees were in the field there. They killed the Marines, killed the Force Commander, got a decap. Did a hell of a lot of work there, ladies. Couldn't get a level though, apparently. Seems a bit stingy. Orconero's got double Tactical Marines. And Operatives up for PKoji. Double CSM here for Clobby now. Warrior Brood up for Cry. Are we going to see a 2v2 fight in the mid? Looks like not. Val.Hero is going quite wide here. Is he aggressively pushing the power? With no Tactical Marines. Not sure what the plan is here. I'd have thought they'd try to stick by their ally here, losing Tax and losing the Force Commander. I assume they were, yeah, revived by the Force Commander. See the Force Commander's leveled up here for Orconero. It's got Artificer Armor in. Kicking off on the west side, is it? Not really. We've got double CSM and Grenade Launcher Heretics. Daemonhunter backs away. Some death on this side. Looks like some Hormagaunts maybe got a grenade or something. Operatives are running and the Stormtroopers be running. That was a grenade from the Scouts. Much more powerful than the Stormtrooper grenades, but also has a timer on it. Looks like PKoji did drop a Stormtrooper squad. Doombolts flying in. Did okay. Lictor Alpha gets a good special. Needs some support though. CSM are here. Trying to kill a Tactical Marine. So valuable to kill those Marines. 75 requisition to reinforce. And you get a big chunk of XP too. CSM similarly attractive targets. 66 requisition to reinforce. And I guess a little bit less XP, I would imagine. What's this? Rangers up for JLupus. Scouts with Sergeant. And straight into Assault Marines for Val.Hero. And why not? These guys have a shotgun each. And a Sergeant on the way too. There's a jump. It doesn't knock over anything. Banshees are right there. Shotgun needs to come in. Doombringer throws Doom up on the Assault Marines. And they back off. Good grenade. Really nice grenade after the shotgun blast there. I hear Tyranids dying or something. Maybe. Maybe they're just joyously screeching. Force Commander with a Chainsword and Storm Shield for Orconero. West side, meanwhile, some death, as we like to see. Chaos Space Marines be fleeing with a model lost. What was that we saw? Oh right, the Hunter's Blade and Armor of Fortitude for the Daemonhunter, which gives... oh, Indomitable. Hunter's Blade restores and drains energy, and it's a power melee weapon. That's a really cool model, I think, as well. We'll have a look at it in a second. Are you capping now? You're capping now. Let me look at your sword, buddy. Look at that. He's got a really cool looking default weapon as well, I think. East side, somehow... Val.Hero on the power gets one of Jen's. These scouts need to do a lot of heavy lifting here, as do, of course, the Assault Marines. It's to be very careful how they jump and how they approach. Banshees could be the key, especially with Doom on the Assault Marines and Guide on the Banshees. Does he have enough energy to do that though at level 1? I would assume not. I don't think you can cast both of them with 100 energy. So if she can get that level, that's going to really help her out. There she goes, she's level 2 now. Maybe she can now. Maybe they're 60 and 50. They could both be 60 though. Hormogaunts with Adrenal Glands. Double push onto the power. Orconero's here to help out. They got the node. Can they get a gen? I think they can. At least get one gen. Ravener Brood up here for Crite. See the DPS they can dish out. Warrior Brood deep in enemy lines here. This could be dangerous because they both have shotguns for potential retreating shenanigans, and there's a force commander there too, and more shotguns in retreat path. That grenade, I think, missed. That kinetic pulse maybe saved those guys from their grenade. We got operative grenades going in here. These incendiary grenades from the double operatives of PKoji. So they lost 2 stormtrooper squads. I'm pretty sure the Tyranids got one of them, but I'm not sure what happened to the second one. Pretty sure I saw what looked like Hormogaunts from the way they were moving catch the first one. Tier 2s for clobby and JLupus, and for Orconero. No sweet retreat grenades for me to look at. We do have a capped natural though, thanks to these Inquisitorial Stormtroopers, probably sweating bullets seeing their buddies die over and over. Here we see the Rift Tear from the Daemonhunter. I believe it's a 40% slow for 6 seconds, so I guess it persists, as you can see on these Raptors, persists for 6 seconds even if they leave it. And you can channel that thing from really long range. Look at this. Killing the Raptors, I think, maybe. That Daemonhunter's blade. That Daemonhunter's Hunter's blade doing some good work there. The Raptors do get away though. I don't think the grenade quite hit perfectly. I hear Banshees yelling. Yeah, Assault Marines get Doom on them. They basically have to leave. How are they going to fight that without Merciless Strike or something? Could we see that Thunderhammer in tier 2 for Val? They did get some Tactical Marines, but they dropped in. Yeah, dropped in from this pod. So they can reinforce off this thing now. Power bashing from Clobby. Sorcerer is just hanging out though, waving his arms around. There he goes. Melee attacks are there. PKoji and Val.Hero still in tier 1. Seems like a pretty slow tier 2 for those fellas. I guess understandably so, they had to recover their losses. Holy crap, double incendiary grenades. Bad news for those heretics. Wow. That was a lot of damage. Those guys did not have aspiring champions, and they got messed up. We got some Plasma Tactical Marines for Orconero. Very good DPS versus heavy and super heavy infantry, where Plasma gets a damage bonus of 30%. I believe it is. 434 to 342. Assault Marines jumping, trying to save those Tactical Marines a model, but did they get themselves into trouble to lose a model? Pretty close to it. Going to get onto the power now. JLupus alongside Cry. Where is Orconero? Here comes the cavalry. Got some Stern Guard veterans with Hellfire rounds loaded in. Damage over time to enemy heroes and regular infantry, such as those Banshees. The melee units of the Tyranids kind of lying in wait, waiting for the jump perhaps from the Assault Marines of Val. Was that guide just thrown up on the Hormogaunts there? Not doing anything. That's a bit weird. 431 to 330. A united front now presented by the Space Marine players. Force Commander popping that defend. There's a grenade. It's a good grenade. Killed a couple. Another grenade on retreat path. Really well hit on the Warrior Brood. Unlucky not to get a model, I think, because they're level 2 is the only reason he didn't lose one. Well defended then. Lost 1 gen. I think 1 gen. 415 to 330. What's going on the west side? PKoji does go tier 2. A Chaos Dreadnought for clobby. They should be pushing hard with this thing. So operatives can get a melter in tier 2, can't they? Maybe that's why they're a bit apprehensive about it. Raptors, no aspiring champion for these fellas. And double Eternal War. Oh, and Marco Zinch for the Chaos Space Marines. More incendiary grenades. That's pretty damn effective. Look at that. Especially if you can combine that with your Rift Tear. Those fellas dropped a model. And then they wiped out the Chaos Sorcerer. Operatives kicking some ass here. There you saw though, drop those stun bombs. Sorry, flash grenades. When they retreated there. Psychic Storm. From the Farseer, grenades going in. Trying to finish her off. Another grenade on the Rangers. That was a good hit. Wraith Lord is up. Assault Marines jumping the Rangers. Can they finish him? A staggered jump didn't help him out. Really didn't help him out. They would have got the kill on that fella. Melter Bomb goes up on the Wraith Lord. Missiles getting shots in now from the Tactical Marines. Looks like, yep, For the Emperor is up on them. Global buff from the Force Commander with a 25% damage increase. They can just slap on any infantry. Pretty damn useful. Banshees have found them though. 369 to 330. Knocking them over. Going to drop a model, I think, to those Banshees in the background there. Did they drop one? I think they did. Yeah, that's the Force Commander running alongside him. Lictor Alpha went down. Wasn't even paying attention to what he was doing. Because I'm good at my job. Librarian throws out the Smite. A decent hit. Now happy to go into melee alongside the Razorback. This is Val.Hero's Razorback. Zone Thrope into tier 3 for Cry. They do seem to transition so smoothly into tier 3, don't they, Tyranids? It's like, take your pick. Tyrant Guard, Zone Thrope, Gene Stealers, and he just cruise into tier 3 typically. In 3v3 matches anyway. Rhino is up for PKoji. Wraith Lord happy to chase here. I think he should hang back and get some repairs maybe. What's going on here? Daemonhunter going to try and decap his level 3. Got the Malleus, sorry. What does this do? Grant Sundering. Cursing foes who damages in melee to take 35% more melee damage in 6 seconds. That's pretty cool. That's very cool. Are they going to get some purifiers up maybe to use alongside that? Maybe straight into some Grey Knight Terminators if they can. They don't actually have any melee units, so that seems like a strange choice right now. I guess it helps out the Daemonhunter himself. Some repairs for the Razorback. Was chased down by the Venom Brood there. What's going on in the mid? We have a Las Cannon Rhino going for the Dreadnought. Got messed up by some kind of melter bomb or something. Oh, from those fellas. I think the operatives, once they get their sergeant, I think they get a melter or a crack or something. Looks like the Rhino's done for. There it goes. Force Commander's level 4 for Orconero. He's done some work. Might go down here though. Raveners in melee. Oh no, they didn't go into melee. I think maybe he misclicked there. Tried to get him in melee. Again, we see For the Emperor on those missile launcher tactical marines. Down goes the Razorback though. Grenades. Strange place to chuck those grenades. Assault squad are very low. Here comes an Autarch to tie up those marines, I guess, back there. Wraith Lord now happy to turn and engage. Cleaving through those assault marines there. Still needs to be careful. 78 hit points on 2 models, really. Wraith Lord with his shoulder mounted shuriken cannon. Here come a bunch of Tyranids. And that's a lot of damage very quickly. A burst from the Tyranids, a swing of that Ghostglaive sword, and a flesh hook. And somehow they only dropped 1 model, those marines. And they're still level 1, those fellas. Those fellas are tough. Lictor Alpha has the feeder tendrils here. Double scouts on the march, getting all sneaky like. They will be spotted by the Venom Brood if they get close enough. These operatives have been pretty awesome, actually. Got a Vindicator Assassin now for PKoji, so the Liber Malleus seems more and more strange. I mean, I guess it helps your allies melee damage, but your allies don't have much melee either, just the Force Commanders and the Assault Marines, really. Turbo Penetrator rounds from the Vindicator Assassin, trying to finish off that Chaos Dreadnought. Couldn't quite get it done. Those guys are trying to get their melters or cracks or whatever they are. Raptors jumping in there to suppress, and looks like they made it work. There we saw the flash grenade. 311 to 299. Can they kill that Daemonhunter with a jump, maybe? Doesn't seem to want to try. In the mid, Capillary Towers, Val.Hero asking their ally to get back there. Some heretics for clobby to repair the dreadnought. Webway goes up, gearing up for a big 2v2 fight towards this eastern side. 295 to 299, pretty damn close in VPs, eh? Orconero is tier 3, Val.Hero goes tier 3. Orconero is not far off getting some Terminators. Kicking off now. What can we see? Doom was up on the Assault Marines and they immediately ran away. That's a nasty melee force of Tyranids now. Nasty melee forces. Genestealer Brood in there with melee Synapse. Maybe they'll get the Pheromone upgrade. War gear for the Lictor Alpha to support them too. Can they kill those Tactical Marines? That's pretty damn close. I think the Farseer was trying to get him there but couldn't quite aim it far enough. Lictor Alpha messing up some Stormtroopers. Maybe the Lictor could have got that Marine perhaps. Val.Hero now has a Terminator Force Commander. Did not have any war gear, I don't think, so it makes sense they were saving up for this. We'll see how it does. Gives some good work. This Wraith Lord tanking that Wraith Lord pretty damn well. Allowing those missile hits to go in. Autarch jumps. Could not disrupt them, but can promptly tie them up. And here come Howling Banshees and the Warrior Brute, and there's Doom up on them too. Do not see the guide. But messed them up pretty badly. Down goes the Wraith Lord though. Well done, Terminator Force Commander. Instant impact from this guy. Remember, it is a Terminator that kind of suddenly appears in the field without much warning. I mean, he does like teleport out and teleport back in again. It's not like you get a marker like regular Terminators coming in. As we saw from Orconero, here they are. 290 to 202. The west side is blue. Clobby goes tier 3. We got some Crusaders up for PKoji. Those guys got some big changes in 295. They now have way less health, but 5 models, and they get big damage and health boosts as their models die. They're also way faster, as you can see here. We'll see how it pans out. Interesting squad. It's like, I dare you to kill my models, because their damage could get kind of nuts if they drop a couple of them and have maybe some other damage buffs going on. Librarian on the way for Val.Hero. Big fight in the mid now. Cyclone missile launcher. Scouts flee. The melee Tyranid is trying to get in, but the damage all of a sudden switches onto those warriors. And they got kind of wrecked. Defend from the Force Commander, of course, continues to be amazingly useful, and that Sacred Standard doing some work too. Terminator Force Commander with no war gear upgrade yet. Has some nice options, but he's going to go down, I think. Maybe. I think so. Tries to retreat out. Oh, might make it. I was going to say he starts off with pretty damn good weapons, a Stormbolter and a full-on 85 DPS Power Fist. I think his Stormbolter is like 40 odd piercing DPS. It's like more. It's like a Tech Marine and a half in his left hand. I think that's right. Unless they nerfed it at some point. Tier 3 for PKoji, and JLupus, the last player to go tier 3. 100 VP lead or so for the blue team, and they have that double cap. Marines need to dig deep here. Can they get their tier 3 rolling? They do have the Terminators. They have a Terminator Force Commander. Don't have any heavy support though from Land Raiders and stuff. I want to see these Crusaders in action. They look so quick now, don't they? Did they get 6 speed? Maybe they got 6. It doesn't look like 5.5, but it might just be the animation looking a bit odd. Definitely looks like it's faster than 5.5 standard. I'm sure it was all in the notes, I just forgot. That was for the Emperor, was it, on the Daemonhunter there? Or was that one of his buffs that I don't know what it is? I'm not sure. That was Indomitable on himself, so he didn't die. Look at that, the Crusaders got down to 300 hit points. They didn't actually drop a model there. They have to drop models and get stronger, fellas. 277 to 122. Orbital in retreat path. Okay. Well, they hit some stuff. Those heretics have a bad time. Can it kill some Chaos Space Marines, though? Not really. They barely seem to take any damage there on retreat. Heretics got messed up, but they're heretics. They get messed up by strong winds. 277 to 107, I should say. Terminator Force Command has been awesome and runs away. Using the Cyclone Missile Launcher to annoy the Venom Brood and knock them over. Where you got Lictor Alpha, you got a Deadly Jump and the Lone Hunter. West side stays blue. Only a single operative now for PKoji. Daemonhunter's level 4. And it looks like it's Stormtroopers going for the decap. Where is clobby? They've got stuff. JLupus had a rough time. When did this happen? Banshees are dead. Oh, there. Against the Terminator Force Squadron and stuff, I guess. While I was looking at the Crusaders not die. Clobby's still sitting in base. I guess they're repairing the Dreadnought, eh? It's going to take a little while. Blue team might be wary to push now if Cry is aware how much their ally has lost. I haven't really been paying attention to the chat, so I'm not sure if they know. It's not always easy to see how well even your allies are doing. I mean, there's so much stuff going on. What are these red debuff circles over here? Oh, they're gone now. 262 to 85. Lictor Alpha gets through the mid. Just opened up for him there. They're veering to the west, aren't they, here? The double Space Marines. They are going to turn and get very upset with this Lictor Alpha, though. JLupus now has an avatar. They have a ton of resources as well. And a Swarm Lord on the way. There's the Seer Council. So all of a sudden, JLupus right back in the fighting with an avatar. And soon, a Seer Council. What are these fellas up to? Doing some kind of operation. Little operative fellows. We got a Vortimer Razorback. Getting the Hunter Killer Missile. I think it gives it more health as well, doesn't it? Let's see. Yep, 100 more health. And the Hunter Killer Missile is pretty damn cool. Not sure what the cooldown is on it. I imagine it's 60 seconds or so, though. Because 175 damage is quite a lot. Farseer is level 3. Lictor eats a grenade. Nicely done. Was being spotted by the scout sergeants there. Still quite on the west side in this red. Dreadnought is now the Mark of Khorne. They're trying to shoot up the Crusaders. That Vortimer Razorback is doing some work here. Crusaders in amongst the heretics. The Doom Blast actually missed them there. What are these momentum rings? Is that what Crusaders do? Oh, it tells you as they die. Oh, that's cool. They get like Nob Squad momentum rings as the models die. 220 to 85. Sorcerer with his Rod of Warp Fire. Look at that push through the mid from the blue team. So obsessed with the Crusaders, I'm missing all the Eldar stuff. Avatar seems relatively healthy, actually. Did he just take out an Assault Marine in mid-air? That was pretty badass. Farseer has been quietly very effective here, I feel like. There's an Eldritch Storm in base trying to finish off the Assault Marines. Couldn't quite do it. I think dropping a nuke to finish off level 3 Assault Marines would be worth it, but it didn't hit. Predator tank now for Val. Land Ready Redeemer is on the field for Orconero. There's that Swarm Lord from Cry, providing a speed and reinforcement synapse for all of these Tyranid buddies. Doesn't seem like they want to back off. He needs to back off here, I think. Yep. Back off. Avatar did take a fair amount of damage in the end. See, a Council didn't take that much. Vortimer leveled yet? No. That Vortimer stuff was cool. I'm shooting the crap out of these fellas. We got Chaos Terminators now for clobby. Dreadnought didn't make it. Maybe... Are they going to get the claws up on those Terminators? I think it's pretty difficult to turn down the claws most of the time, but that autocannon is pretty damn good, especially when you're fighting a big old meat grinder and it's hard to approach with the claws. Land Raider comes to the west side, allows you to retreat back to it and reinforce around it. It's an amazing unit for a 3v3. Down goes that Vindicator Assassin. What can they do here though against the Tyranids? The Eldritch was already used recently-ish, and they've got no red, as you can see, JLupus, so we're not going to see another Eldritch for the Land Raider Redeemer anytime soon. Tyranids formation, not a massive threat to a Land Raider. Leech Essence from the Swarm Lord there to drain the health of nearby enemies, keep it alive. The Stone Guard should be changing to the Vengeance rounds to shoot it though. Oh, there we go, just switch target. Crusaders be running. Oh, they didn't set the Land Raider as a retreat point. Did they have a squad leader there as well? I think they had a squad leader there, you guys. There was a nuke from clobby, Imperial Abyss. Looks like maybe the red team are going to cap. Oh, it's a dicey cap though, look at that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lost Assault Marines. That was bad. 140 to 61. Double Vortimer Razorbacks though for PKoji. Clobby down to 3 units. So is Val. Avatar taking swings on the Land Raider here. Crazy on this west side. What is this? Lictor Alpha got a decap, I guess. Is now being knocked over. Avatar got a fair few swings on that Land Raider. Where it is... Yeah, they do have a squaddy. Look at that. Eviscerator Chainsword fella. Acolyte bloke. I can't even remember what that guy does. I'm very, very tired. And it's very rare that I get to see Crusaders. Need repairs, says Orconero. Oh, they don't have their own scouts. Only those stormtroopers. Oh, they got the Avatar. Only the stormtroopers can repair it. More stormtroopers on the way for PKoji. Impressed with these Vortimer Razorbacks here. And pretty damn good. Sacred Standard doing its 40% damage bonus because he's downed there. Grenade messes up the Termagants. We have the Lightning Claw Terminator Force Commander for Val.Hero. Uh-oh. Genestealers might go down. Not sure what these warriors are doing. Double Vortimers right there. They are running away. As they should. Down go the Venom Brood. Seems like Cry had a rough time macroing his stuff in that moment there. Sometimes he can just get away from you over the course of 10 seconds or so. And lots of bad things happen. The Swarm Lord is running to the west side, I think. Orbital just keeps them off the cap. Doesn't do a whole lot else. Chaos Terminators had to teleport away from it, so I guess it stopped the cap pretty effectively. You're not going to be able to approach here, fellas. There's going to be a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Oh, the Frag Assault doesn't knock over Terminators. I thought it did. What the hell do I know? Heretics are dying in droves, as they do. Crusaders doing some stuff, I guess. Oh, does it tell me what he does? Bolster their zeal, armed with a 55 power melee DPS Eviscerator. Really cool. Increases their damage resistance and damage output by 20%. Grants fanaticism. temporarily increasing damage resistance even more, I guess. Speed and hit point regen. Bloody hell, is a pretty good squad leader, eh? Clobby is down to a single unit here. I think maybe the red team have done it. I think they've broken the back of the blue team. See a council trying to get in. The Land Raiders made the difference here. It has made a difference, but those double Wartamers have been pretty tasty too. Look at that, chasing down the Fire Prism pretty damn handily. I mean, they don't have much hit points, but they're decently mobile and they pack a punch. Really cool unit. Cyclone missile launcher misses. Predator tank here. Gets rid of Lictor. A 1-to-1 cap, 66 to 39. I mean, it's still, they still can't afford to lose their natural, like, at all. Down to 39 VPs like that. Land Raider is almost fully repaired. Will be fully repaired soon. Cry is keeping the pressure up. Looks like Clobby has just given up here. These guys haven't moved and they're not purchasing anything, so I guess they have given up. Which is unfortunate, but hey, sometimes you get frustrated. Oh, they're going Land Raider Phobos. There you go. How dare I suggest they've given up. They go for a unit that takes 75 seconds to hit the field or something. Go on, Crusaders. Fight that Swarm Lord. 53 to 39. Swarm Lord couldn't quite get a rear armor smack on those things. Oh man, lots of dead warriors all of a sudden. Is that all of them dead? Yeah, it was. Defend, staying relevant right at the end of the game. There's that 2-to-1 for the red team. Swarm Lord, I think, is going to go down here unless Clobby can teleport it out. Doesn't look like it. Force Commander taken out, which just buffs everything else, and down goes the Swarm Lord. I think that was just out of frustration, just to murder that Force Commander there from Cry. Another orbital, seen a bunch of these. Another Land Raider on the way for Val. Probably won't come out in time to see any action. 2-to-1 continues for red. They could probably push through onto blue team's natural here too, because I mean, look at the armies. Blue team have had it. Unless they can perform some kind of Eldar Tyranid webway miracle, it's not going to happen. Down goes the Fire Prism. Poor thing. As long as that Predator is in range, Fire Prism basically loses the fight. There we have it. Only 5 VPs remaining. These guys are taking out their frustration on a cover object. And there you have it. Red team with the comeback. Blue team kind of capitulated at the end, but they fought well and they fought hard. Just yeah, these guys hit their tier 3 when they needed to. Got the Land Raider up and made it very difficult to break it all down. Very difficult. The Vortimers were awesome. Level 4 and level 3. Let's look at these heroes. Level 7 Force Commander for Orconero. Level 7 Daemonhunter for PKoji. Went for the Force Glaive at the end. Inferno's pretty cool. It's just like a big old explosion thing. And 71 DPS power melee. Val.Hero is a Force Commander Terminator fella. We had a level 5 Sorcerer. A level 3 Lictor Alpha. And a level 5 Farseer. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure I missed even more than usual. Very, very tired at the moment, but it's been a while since I casted a game, so I wanted to get one up. I'll see you next time, guys.